Tony Robbins has a great and easy way of knowing why your everyday citizen feels so unfulfilled. You can easily spot a friend or coworker with the hole in their soul by a few distinguishing factors. For example, this man or woman might be seen drinking a lot. There are many traits to the unfulfilled person, but escapism is the greatest indicator. You can use anything really. Drugs, bad relationships, porn, Facebook, food, TV. It's about attempting to fill the soul hole. The generations beginning at the millennials have grown up in a pretty confusing time when it comes to identity and feeling balanced, feeling enough. We're the generations to be taught that we could do anything and be anything we put our mind to. And with the age of the ever-growing internet millionaire, we see it in our faces every day. We think, I could be so-and-so, it's so easy nowadays. I could be Instagram rich and famous. And when you aren't, you're left with a debilitating feeling. Especially when you see those internet stars. They always look perfect and happy. They all live in sunny California. They all have beautiful families and materialistic things, but they're just like the celebrities of our past, you know. Being rich and famous does not a happy person make. And with social media sites like Facebook and Instagram, we can be left feeling like not enough and depressed, like real clinical depression. Because Facebook is about the face. It's about showcasing the individual. Never before has society been so obsessed with the idea of self-identity. Everything has an identity now, as long as it has a social media page. Businesses and brands, cats and dogs. A dog doesn't care about its identity. There I go talking about dogs again. We humans are the ones that project an image onto them. Lassie, for example, one of the most famous dogs. Lassie was just an idea, a character. So many different collies were used to play her, and they didn't care about who they were, yet humans celebrated this dog. The character was female, and the collie that played her was male. But he still didn't give a fuck. He only cared about spending time with his loved ones and enjoying every moment. Such is the real goal of life, perhaps. Unfortunately, we are human, and that's how we tick. So we must learn to master these feelings. Go to the roots, figure out where they came from, and how to take control of your reality. So how can we actually be happy after pulling ourselves out of the crazy internet dream? Tony Robbins knows. He explains that there are 6 core human needs that must be met to feel real happiness and fulfillment. I think an easy way to remember them is to think of them as 3 pairs of things. 1, being a part of something and feeling unique. 2, certainty and uncertainty. And 3, growth and contribution. You can analyze all areas of your life with this to find out what you need to work on. But occupation and career is usually the biggest area of focus. So 1, feeling a part of something, but also feeling unique. Do you feel like you're part of a tribe? A group of like minds? People that understand you? People that see the real you? Are you connecting with others in a real, engaging, and enriching way? People often feel this in schools, clubs, mastermind groups, in niche places like art studios or car shows. On to the second part. At the same time, do you feel special? If you think about the circumstances that had to line up to create you as a baby, you would see that every life in existence is incredibly unique. Thinking about the trillions of sperm that fought over one egg and the trillions before them, and so on. We forget this, but there are many things in the world not easily fathomable, no matter how much you sit and think about it. We are limited to our human perspective. So, forgetting about the fact that all life is precious and unique, do you feel like you are a person worthy of the space you inhabit? Do you feel like you bring something to the table in your tribe? Is there something distinct about you that makes you one of the main characters in your favorite show that you'd hate to see killed off? This is why we love fictional characters. There's something special about them, and they own it. They live in their skin. Stewie Griffin, Tony Soprano, Tony Stark. It's easy to see what is special about them. Number 2, certainty. This is the one most people have, and it's your greatest enemy in finding fulfillment. People will choose a job for this and this alone. We don't look into the job and really gauge what it's like to experience it every day. We look for jobs with great pay and great benefits. You can't test drive a job, and we're taught from a young age that that's all we need: great pay and great benefits. Graduate college, gain an awesome skill, bonus if it's something you're interested in, land that job with great pay and benefits, set for life. You only end up with one, maybe two of the core human needs. So I don't need to explore this too much, it's pretty clear. Certainty is having a stable life, money, a roof, enough to survive and maintain the life you have, or enough to support the people you love. Uncertainty is where many jobs are lacking. Think about super boring jobs where the people that work them always look unhappy and lethargic. Security, ticket checkers, monotonous jobs that don't stimulate the brain. The brain craves activity and growth. Which brings us to the third pair, growth and contribution. These are, I believe, the most important when it comes to living fulfilled. The missing link, the icing on the cake, the final step in filling the soul hole. They're pretty self-explanatory. In your job, you should feel growth and development in some way. A person working the same position in a company might lose his mind after 5-10 years. You should always be working towards something and satiating the brain's hunger for evolution and growth. Think about the brain's primary purpose. Learning to navigate this body through this crazy world, communicating with the environment and taking in information to make it a more efficient system. Tony Robbins also likes to say, if you're not growing, you're dying. The universe is always expanding because that's what energy and cells like to do. They are ever evolving, dividing, transforming. Evolution isn't a means to an end, but simply a journey of transformation. That's another video in itself, so I'll stop there. I'll leave it at this. A puddle of standing water goes stagnant. Contribution means making a difference in the world and in others' lives. With each of these, make an inventory of the main areas in your life and see where each of the core needs are being met and which are creating voids. You can also use other areas to help strengthen weak spots too, some crossover action. For instance, if you don't feel like you're contributing at work, you can volunteer around your county. I think this is temporary though. To be super balanced and really utilize this core building technique, you should fortify each area separately. 6 core needs fulfilled in all areas: family, relationship, job, school, extracurricular activity, sport, maybe you're in a band, you get it. So go through that list and find out how you can fill in the weak spots. Go on, you can do it. Here's an example. If you don't need examples, skip to 11:13. This part's a little long, so definitely not necessary to watch unless you're an example super freak. Work. Let's do some role playing. You are a receptionist at a physical therapy clinic and you're starting to really resent it. 1. Being a part of something. You feel like a part of a team and you have basic relationships with those around you, though not deep connections. 2. Feeling unique. You don't feel unique currently. You have a couple trinkets on your desk, but something's missing. 3. Certainty. You have good pay and benefits. You are certain that your lifestyle will be maintained, and every day you have a job to go to. 4. Uncertainty. Not much happens here. It's quite routine, actually. You check in clients, accept payment, file paperwork, lunch, and repeat. Oh, and schedule appointments and deal with customer bullcrap. 5. Growth. You've been in the same position for 12 years and you don't feel like you really have anything to show for it. 6. Contribution, same as above. Good example. You are an architect at your own firm and you absolutely love your job. Perhaps the core needs will help you understand, really, why some people love their jobs and others hate theirs. 1. Being a part of something. You are surrounded by other architects throughout your work week. They inspire you every day. You are part of a community of builders and creators, and you have people that are as passionate about it as you and talk about architecture for hours. 2. Feeling unique. You feel special and love telling people about your projects. You feel like you fit into a niche and really have that sense of self-purpose. 3. Certainty. Sure, you make a lot, but designing and building are the actual gold here. Currency being the byproduct of that passion. The certainty here is having the knowledge and capabilities to keep a steady clientele to keep doing what you love that also provides a comfortable life. 4. Uncertainty. There are so many hoops to jump through some days, so many permit hang-ups or material issues. You're meeting all kinds of people and traveling to events or staking out new building sites. Maybe traveling the world to check out some of your favorite architecture to revel in its wonder and remind you why you love doing what you do. It's always an adventure, though sometimes frustrating. 5. Growth. You're learning every day. You're learning how to fit a certain client's needs or creating goals for your business. Every project has its lessons learned, and every building just a little bit better. You're constantly getting wiser and tweaking your endeavors to be most fruitful for you, your clients, your employees. You're always scaling up and out. 6. Contribution. Your building provides shelter and will be around for generations to enjoy. They will be a place of nurturing human evolution, belonging, comfort, aesthetics. The satisfaction is endless. See, in most jobs, people fill the certainty need. Because if people work a job they hate, it's usually for money, and then maybe 1 or 2 others. And even then, they may not be genuinely fulfilled. Sure, the receptionist feels like part of a team and attends work functions, but is this person really connecting with people in the way they crave? Can you really talk to your coworkers about your true passions? You've got to work a job that you love and deals with something you're interested in. Yes, money is important, but if you're resourceful enough, you can find a way to make money doing what you love. Just don't fall into the brain's involuntary default mode. You know, breathing, digesting. That's when you become a zombie. Alright, so you know what to do. Go make your Robbins core human inventory and repair your Swiss cheese of a life. You only have one. Seriously. You only have one life. Live it on your terms. And thanks for watching my silly video. I went through a lot to get the information I have today, and my greatest goal is to pass it on to others like me.